Alright, what is up, YouTube peeps? YouTube family and peeps? Oh cool, it started with me chugging water. Good way to go. Guys, I've been on this whole water kick. Look, I don't know what it is about having a bottle, I'll tell you that, but having a bottle has made me start drinking water more than I ever have in my life. Like, I drink almost 2 of these a day now, which is pretty cool. Also, just because I'm trying to be a little healthier with my life. It's part of the 2019 goals. But yeah, so water bottles, it's where it's at. They save lives and save plastic from being thrown everywhere. So get yourself a water bottle. But dude, I gotta tell you, 36 ounces twice a day, it's a lot of water. And I was drinking the complete opposite in like sweet tea and soda, and dude, it was bad. And I wasn't really an energy drink person ever. But yeah, I mean, it's just water. It's good stuff, I gotta say. But if you're looking for a trick to learn how to drink water, it's all about the water bottle. You gotta get one, and get one that has like the measurements on it. There's even, I have another one that has like the time of days where you're supposed to like drink so many ounces by a specific time of day, so that way you stay on track and drink as much water as you're supposed to in a day. But yeah, I'm telling you guys, drink more water. It's good for you. Jamie, what's up? Ismail, what's going up? What's going on? God, I can't speak. Renee, what's up? John, hello from San Antonio, Texas. What's going on, man? Matt, what's up? K, I'm gonna guess that's K. The Godfather, what's going on? K, what's going on? Thank you, Jamie. I needed a haircut, I'm not gonna lie to you. Matt says he needs to drink more water too. We all need to drink more water, man. My son loves his Brita water bottle. Dude, I saw one of the Brita water bottles and filters at Kroger the other day when I was up there. Man, I kind of want one just because, like, I'm basically going from a Brita in my fridge to this. So I really, you know, kind of hate it, but I would say networking is an essential part of social media marketing. Yes, it is. Tim Coleman, what's going on? Finally scraped up some cash and finally got in your monthly mentorship. Well, dang, that was only $10 a month. What you scraping up? You can't scrape up $10? Look here, brother. You can't get $10 together. I'm gonna tell you right now. You gotta start working more, and you gotta start giving some stuff up. That's really the ultimate goal here. Y'all like my new diffuser? Look, this thing changes colors. You'll see it as it sits here. I wanted to show y'all my new diffuser because I've fallen in love with diffusers over the last week. But yeah, pretty excited about my diffuser. Right now we're blowing some lavender. Oh, it's just lavender oil. This one doesn't have funky names, but it's therapeutic grade essential oils. But yeah, good stuff. I like it. It's relaxing. Throw this bad boy on. Throw on some music like we have in the background, and I got a family to feed, bro. Chris, I get it, man. Hey, I get it, man. And I'm not saying I'm not saying don't feed your family. I totally get that. That is definitely first priority. But the $10 per month, it's only $10 per month for our mentorship program, where we go live once a week, and you can hop on in the Facebook group. We have a private Facebook group for people who are in the program, and so if you're not enrolled, you can't take part. But each week we go live on Facebook at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we do a live training every single week. So recently, since we've had a lot of new people jump in, we started going back into landing clients and that type of stuff. In the near future, we're going to start doing some guest appearances, and we're also going to start going more into the technical side of marketing. So we've been doing a lot on getting clients. So if you hop in now, that's great. You're going to get access to those videos we've done recently, because that's kind of the benefit of hopping in. We have 4 videos that we've done in the last 4 weeks, and then we have like, I think 5 videos on there that you get that we just leave on there for all time. So it's like 9 videos that you're getting for $10 per month. And if you only go in for 1 month, you got 9 videos for $10, and they're all trainings related to starting your marketing agency. If you go to serialentrepreneur.academy, I'll type that in, serialentrepreneur.academy. If you go to that link right there and just hover over digital marketing courses at the top of the page, all you have to do is hover over that and then click Marketing Agency Padawans or the Marketing Agency Mentorship Program. It's the one under Digital Marketing School, and boom, you're in. Let me see here. Didn't want to miss over. Greetings from Scotland. Leon's from Scotland. That's pretty cool. Adslam, what's going on, man? I want to message businesses on my Facebook about SMMA services. Any thoughts? Anthony, don't do it too much. So Facebook does monitor for how much people are sending messages. And like if it's the same message being sent like 30 times really, really quickly, they're going to know that. So that being said, you're going to want to limit how many you send out on an hourly basis. And if you're sending it from a business page, you definitely don't want to do that. Do it from your personal account, but Facebook will know if it's being spam sent or not. So I recommend, if you can, just finding a way to write some kind of, or create like 4 or 5 quick messages that you can send up front, right? And then you just create a notepad and then copy and paste those into the messenger. And so it's at least different messages being sent. But also, don't do 100 of them in an hour, so be very careful with that. 2 fags. I want to see. He says, "AA boy, what up, boy?" And his name is 2 fags in a bag. That's great. I'm sorry. That was just really funny. What's up, 2 fags in a bag? I hope you have a name too. Oh man. How do you determine what clients can afford at a prospecting stage before speaking? So that has to do with really knowing your niche. So it's going to be different for every single niche. So I can't tell you, this how to know this for this niche, but you need to really do research into the niche. So, what their profit margins are generally like. And if the music's too loud, you guys tell me so I can turn that down. But you want to go into each niche, find out what their profit margins are like if you can. Find out what a good sale or revenue stream looks like for that type of business. What expenses should generally look like, their fixed and variable expenses on a monthly basis. Just think about the general model of the business. Is it a brick and mortar or is this online? Because online doesn't have as much overhead to pay, right? So you really have to think about all of those factors and just kind of make your best guess in the beginning. Outside of that, you have to know things like, for example, I know working with restaurants a bunch and being in the restaurant industry for so long that one restaurant, a mom and pop shop that sells, let's say, pizza, is probably not going to be able to afford my services because $1,000 to $2,000 per month at the minimum. With my agency now, it's $5,000 per month is our minimum. So with $1,000 to $2,000 per month, that makes it very difficult to actually get them results, but them also just be able to afford it for 3 months without seeing a quick return, right? So it's very difficult to do this with businesses that aren't able to afford it. That being said, right? So that means that we would need a place that has probably 3 of those pizza locations for them to be able to afford a budget. And even still, I'm not taking $2,000 and putting it into each pizza location. I'm taking $2,000 and probably spreading it across those 3 locations, just trying to ultimately drive more traffic to their in-store locations, right? So that's the thing. It's kind of hard to tell what you can afford at the prospecting stage, but that's why you have to really take some time to understand the industry and the business. And if you don't understand it, then you need to start talking to someone who does. You need to get a mentor, somebody who understands that space, and just start talking to them about that. What are typical profit margins? If you go out there and you sell this many homes, how much does your business actually take home from that, right? And that'll give you an understanding of what's left over. And then you ask them things like, what does a typical business owner in your industry, budget for marketing campaigns like that? Like, how much are you spending? And don't just go off of statistics, but actually go out there and ask business owners what they're doing and what they're spending. So Nicholas Phillip, I think I just answered your question because I'm pretty sure that was a general question. To balance my agency with my college work and also my job, I'm thinking about dropping out, but I'm scared to do so. What would you advise me to do? Just that duck. My question to you is, do you have clients already? If so, how much are you making? And then what are your expenses on a monthly basis? Not just your business expenses, but also your personal expenses. Because you have to keep in mind, if you drop out, that's fine. You have that job over there. But, you know, that college degree, it just depends. Like, do you trust yourself enough, and do you have that much drive and will and passion to pursue entrepreneurship for the rest of your life? That's what I want to ask you to question yourself, because I'm not going to tell you to drop out of college. I think that college isn't necessary to see success in life, but I'm not going to tell someone to drop out of college. It's still a valid way to make a living for someone, and so I would never want to discourage anybody from doing that. What I do want to let people know is you don't necessarily make as much money as you're going to when you go to college. That people build it up that, oh, I go to college, I'm going to make all this money. Well, that's not always necessarily true. Trust me, look at today's generation. They're not getting out of college making the money they thought they would. So I'm not advising you to drop out. I'm not advising you to stay in. But what I am asking you is, what is your agency doing? And what are your overall expenses for your agency and for your personal life on a monthly basis? What do you think of Facebook Messenger chatbots? So what I think is you should tune in next week, because I'm actually having my buddy Chris Harden. He was going to do it tonight, but we had some errors with tech. Basically, he's coming on next week, and we're going to go into a example of using Facebook ads and then taking those Facebook ads and integrating them into an automation using chatbots. So I think you should tune in next week. That's my answer for that. Adam Diaz, what's going on, buddy? Your content enabled me to land my first client. Ernest. And see, that's the funny part, man. So, you know, we get messages all the time from people telling us how great the content is and how it's helped them land clients. And then we get messages from people who say, like, it's a scam, or this isn't good information or good content. And that stuff always makes me laugh, because I get people just like you who just use, I'm going to guess, my YouTube content. I'm not sure if you're in one of my courses or not, but if you're not and you only use my YouTube content and got clients, then I'm pretty sure you guys get what I'm saying. People just get frustrated because they don't see results quickly, and I hate that for people, because I understand what that's like to not get what you want as soon as you want it. We all go through that, where we want those impulsive, I need it now type of results, but that's just not the case. And a majority of, like, Serial Entrepreneur is still, it's almost 2 years old. It's not, I think it's like 4 more days until we're like 2 years old, right? And so, like, that's the thing. And we weren't even really a business then. We were just kind of in the idea phases then. And people just get so down on themselves when something fails. But I've had, before Serial Entrepreneur, probably 8 other businesses. Out of those, I would say probably 2 or 3 of them were super successful, in my opinion, at least to some extent. Not necessarily financially, but I learned a lot as a business owner. So they were successful to some extent, but they weren't like multi-million-dollar businesses. Whereas Serial Entrepreneur now is like my 8th or 9th business, and it will definitely like, our goal, I'll put it to you like this, our goal is to clear 7 figures in 2019. So, you know, anything's possible, but you have to understand that there's a commitment that comes to any entrepreneurial journey. It's not just something where you hop into it and you just make a bunch of money. Most people, if that happens, they got lucky, right? The only ones who don't get lucky, they're not on their first business. This is something that, like, most of those guys that you see out there, they're not on their first business. All right, these are guys that have done several businesses and probably failed at some point before in their life to make it to where they are currently. So don't let failure get down on you. A lot of people let that get in the way of them seeing success with their own life or their own career or business or whatever it may be. Where is the private Facebook group? I pay for that, but have not been in the group. Renee, girl, get in the group. All right, so just go onto Facebook and type in Digital Marketing School Private Group, and you can request to join. Those of you who aren't in the course, don't even bother doing it. It's just a waste of time for you, because we do cross-reference with people who are signed up versus your name on Facebook. So that's the thing. If you are in the course, make sure your name on Facebook is the same as what you sign up with in the course, so we can verify that easy. But if you're not in the course and you're trying to request to join the private Facebook group, which people sometimes do, just don't waste your time. Like, we're not going to let you in. That's part of the benefit of joining. You get that private group to chat with all of the other people in there. Hey Jordan, car dealers in my state still advertise on newspapers. They don't even know how to run Facebook ads. Do you think that's a good thing for a digital I think that's definitely a good thing for a digital marketing agency. Anybody still advertising and spending a ton of money in newspaper, if you can do it the right way, you can drive them a lot more leads at a much better cost per lead. Their cost per lead for newspapers versus cost per lead for like Facebook is going to be probably a lot cheaper. What do you think about taking a commission? Nope. Ishmael, nope. That's it. Nope. I never do commissions. How do you request for more Facebook ad accounts? You basically have to talk to Facebook ad support. So they have a chat option. You can chat into them. You can email them, but you need to talk to Facebook support and tell them that you need more accounts. A little too loud? I can turn it down. Thanks for the... Turn it down even more. Alright. Should I build my skills to do this for other clients? Yes, definitely. LinkedIn ads, if that's what you're talking about, then why not? I mean, everything that you can potentially do. I mean, actually, so let me back up. If your niche isn't B2B focused, I would say hold off for a little bit. But if you're B2C focused, I would say you don't really need to look into LinkedIn as much. So Alejandro, I don't use tools for post scheduling. I actually have hired a person in the Philippines to do post scheduling for me. So I pay her, I think it's $4 an hour, and she does a lot more than that. But the thing is, guys, that's the best part about outsourcing, because $4 over in the Philippines is a decent amount to make. She actually sent me a message on New Year's telling me, Jordan, thank you so much for letting me work for you for over the past year and a half. And it's just been, you know, so helpful for my family. Like, this is like cool stuff for me because I get to sit there, and her daughter, like, whenever we hop on calls, her daughter always hops on and says hello. But I've gotten to know this person very well, and she's a very great employee, and she loves the fact that she gets to make a little extra money for her family while she sits at home and raises her daughter, right? So this is, it's like, it's a multi-pronged benefit for not only your business, but just the fact, like for your soul. Like, you get to help someone else, you know, make something better of their life, or have more opportunity in their life. One thing I told her, because, so this is just one thing I'm doing, because number one, I feel like I don't have kids yet, but when I do have kids, I don't want them to have to go without power. And a big thing in the Philippines is they have a lot of like hurricanes and tsunamis and earthquakes and all that stuff. So I told her I want to buy her a, why can I not remember? A generator. I was going to say a power outlet, a generator, so that way she can actually have power even when those things happen, because that's really the only way that their families can get power down there, is they have to all run generators. So I'm buying her a generator so that way she can't go without power, not only because I need her to stay working, but also because, you know, it's just the fact that like she told me she didn't have power, and she went without power for like 4 or 5 days. I was like, dude, and I did that last year. I did that because in Atlanta we had this whole snowstorm, and the house I was living in and the whole street and area that I was living in lost power for 3 days. So I actually had to leave my house and go stay with a friend for 3 days. And I stayed the first day without power, just to, you know, I didn't think it would be that bad. It was definitely that bad. My house got below, like, I think it was like 25 degrees. But yeah, anyways, I know I'm getting off topic here. You guys care about digital marketing and stuff like that. But point of the story being, it's just a really cool thing to be able to outsource and do that. So for post scheduling, I recommend just finding someone like that, finding someone that you can afford to pay, because it's a very easy job to do. You just teach someone where to go to post, what to do, the steps to post the stuff, and boom, they're good. Goodness, so many questions. Digital Marketing School private group on Facebook. And the other thing you can do is, if you're in the course, just send a message to our support email, or send us a message on Facebook Business, or our Facebook Business page, or something like that. Not Instagram. Don't message us on Instagram or Snapchat, but send us a message on like Facebook Business, our Facebook Business page, or to our support email, and we'll get back to you, so that way you can get in the group, because we can just send you the link that way too. I mean, the ones that I know of, see, that's the thing. The ones who don't make any money don't come to you and say, Jordan, I'm not making any money. I mean, a couple of them do because they're really trying to build a business, but the majority of people give up. But the ones that are making money, I mean, man, I've had people come to me saying they've made their first 1,000. I've had people come to me saying they're making, several people come to me saying they're making 3,000 or 4,000. A ton of people saying they're making 5,000. A few, I would say probably 15 to 20 people now saying that they're making at least $10,000 per month. We have a couple that are making over $50,000 per month. So that's the thing. There's people making, you know, a ridiculous amount of money, and for me to be able to affect those people's lives in that way, like that was something I never ever expected to be able to do, was to be able, like, I believed in my course and my ability to teach others digital marketing. But then to see that result come back where people are like, yeah, I've made this much this month for the last like 6 months. And I'm like, what? Like, and you took only my course? And I have people that say that, and it just blows my mind, and it really touches me because it's like, I'm helping affect other people. I've talked to other people's parents who are like my kid, who, well, they're not really a kid. They're like 25, 26, but they're making, you know, $10,000 to $15,000 per month. And they're like, yeah, I just wanted to say thank you. It's a really cool thing what you do. Like, that's just amazing to me that kind of stuff has happened. So, I mean, I don't know an average, but there are definitely people making money. It just depends. I just finished up with the meeting with the client and he wants to market a new product. How do I charge him? I mean, that all depends on, you know, what you're trying to do as far as with his marketing campaign. I mean, the product being new doesn't really mean anything. It's all about what you're going to be doing from a marketing perspective. Heather says, have you ever done a rank and rent site? If so, what do you think of it? Worth it? I haven't, because I don't like those are like they're not necessarily black hat, but they're not really white hat. They're more like gray hat strategies. Those aren't really strategies that I dive into too much with SEO. I would actually reach out to Ruan Marino. He could probably tell you a little bit more about rank and renting. Facebook now has strict rules to giving new Facebook accounts ad accounts. I wasn't aware of that. Yeah, they used to be a lot more lenient about that, so that's something I'm gonna have to update then. Unless, actually, it's probably something I need to talk to Facebook about first and then verify it. Because you never know. People come out of nowhere with things and tell you things all the time that aren't necessarily true. It's maybe something they heard from someone else too who's in the marketing space. So not calling you a liar, just saying I have to verify it, obviously, before I teach it, right? You never teach something that you haven't already verified yourself. Why do massage owners think Groupon works good? I honestly couldn't answer that question because they take a big portion of the sale. So, you know, really, I don't know. Those people are just crazy. I'm sure it's getting them sales because people are getting a better deal, but they're also, so they're losing money because of the deal, but then also Groupon's going to take a portion of that revenue. So not really a great deal. You could tell them that that's how I would spin it. I would say, look, all of this money that you're paying Groupon, you could be paying me and then saving this portion of that money that you're not paying Groupon, because you're paying for the discount and you're also paying for the Groupon fee. So that's two things you're paying for. I don't know. Just doesn't seem worth it to me. Alright, let me see here. The client was focusing on the B2C market, now wants to market B2B product, which is a POS system for local businesses. How do I charge? I'm currently charging him $1,500 for marketing electric scooters. Again, it's all about what, like, the product doesn't matter. That has nothing, I mean, it does have something to do with the marketing, but it has nothing to do with what marketing strategy is going to work best. So I would need more information about that. Yep, Upwork. Oh, so to get clients, I'm sorry. So Upwork to get clients, that's a good way to definitely start off in the beginning, because you can find people, you know, I'd be very strategic about what tasks you service on Upwork if you want to use it as a lead generation source, but you definitely can. They still advertise in Valpak. That's funny. Do you give them access to corporate assets, files of your clients so they can choose from those to use in social posts? How do you set it up? Access. So that's the thing. It just kind of depends, Renee. Like, you have to be kind of creative in the beginning, because there's all kinds of ways to do this. You could work it out where you use LastPass and you only give them access to certain things, or you can use Google Drive and just give them access to everything, but it's only like finished contents, right? So you could give a folder where they only have access to all of the finished uploads. So that's the thing. You just kind of have to get creative in how you want to limit what access they have. But, you know, you can create team drives and different folders, and that's kind of how we've built it for now. But ultimately, we're going to get out of that system too, because when you scale and have 30 people working for you, that system just doesn't work anymore. I've just created my agency about 1 year ago and have 4 clients and growing. I haven't joined your course, but would love to win it. Brendan, honestly, I appreciate what you said, but you're doing well, it seems. You have 4 clients and you're growing, and you're not willing to purchase more to keep learning, to keep growing. That says something. You need to reevaluate what you said. Because hoping to win it, that's more, I'm just like being honest, it's more than likely not going to happen, because we don't give those away very often. And when we do, we usually only do 1 or maybe at the most 2 winners. Because I don't like to give away, like, if I give you something, you're less likely to use it. And this is something that Maxwell Finn taught me, right? So Maxwell Finn is another guy who kind of does what I do. His is a little bit different than mine. But I went to him and I said, hey, you know, I want to do some collaboration with you. I think that'd be cool. But I would love to get in your program and also be an affiliate for it, because I love your training. I think you're very intelligent at what you do, and I think you can even teach me some things. So I would like to learn from you. And so he goes, yeah, that's fine. And I've talked with other influencers before, and they just give me their programs, right? Well, Maxwell was like, yeah, it's going to be $250, which he usually sells it for like $1,000. But since I'm an affiliate partner and I already have a program of my own and we can do some collaboration, he gave me a very good deal. But back when he was selling it for a one-time charge, he was like, yeah, we're still going to charge you $250. I was like, damn, I can't get it for free. And he was like, look, what we've learned is if we give it away for free, you're less likely to use that program to your benefit, right? Because if I get something for free, yeah, I'll just do it whenever the hell I want. But if I paid $250 for it, I'm much more likely to go into that program and start using it, right? And so that's the thing. It's all about the value added. And so I don't give it away often for that reason, because if you just give things away, people don't take it as seriously. IQ, yes. So if you use like Upwork, for example, you can keep pretty much everything on Upwork if you'd like. A yearly contract, month to month. My digital marketing school is just a one-time payment, and that's it. You just pay one time $549 for right now. We're considering, because it's selling like crazy, we're considering upping the price again, just because we're about to go through this whole revamp. We've taken a long time putting together new video content for the digital marketing school, and we're thinking about just doing a 2.0 version later on and just saving that content for then, and then doing a small upsell for very cheap for current students for that course. You know, we just, because it's going to be a completely revamped, it's new content, new information. If you guys haven't noticed, Facebook has changed a lot just in the last year. So this is new stuff. It's not like we're just giving you the same old stuff. We're giving you new content. And so that's why we're thinking about doing a 2.0, because things keep changing in the industry. People were like, I had this one person on my last live video where I mentioned doing it. They were like, why would you do a 2.0? Like, why would you not just give it to your students for free? Well, it's because things are changing. Things aren't just staying the same, and I'm not just going to keep giving out content forever and ever. You don't go to college like for a month and you pay them for a month of courses and then you just get college courses for the rest of your life, do you? No. Like, people, like, they really make me laugh with their mentality on business, and just the things that people think that they should just give away. It's hilarious. The $10 a month one, Maya, is that's the mentorship program. So yes, that is $10 a month for however long you choose to stay in it. Benson, no, it will not be saturated because there are not enough good marketers out there. Too many people go get too lax on the education side of things, and that kills them when they actually go to try and get results, and then businesses stop using them. Marcel, I've been running social media as a marketing platform, or using social media as a marketing platform, since about 2007 or 2008. How do you manage many clients at the same time? David, the only way to do that is by building a team. That's what too many people don't understand about marketing, is they try to get, they try to do everything themselves, and you just can't. You have to have help. And like, if I didn't have my team of over 20 something people now, it's like it fluctuates all the time because we have contractors that are included in that. But we have over 20 something people in the team, and without them working and doing what they're doing, I wouldn't be able to do half of what I couldn't even do a quarter of what we do now. So that's the thing, guys. You have to be focused, and that's why I even teach in the course and in our mentorship program that one of the first things you need to be doing as soon as you get your first client on is going out and outsourcing. Like, start building that team, finding someone to start just posting things for you and scheduling them. Then find a copywriter and a blog writer and get them trained up. Then find your designer and your video editor, and your creative director, and all of these different positions that are going to help you, succeed with your agency. But one of the most important parts is to, build that team. Zach Weiss, not sure I've ever seen your name before on here, but do me a favor and don't promote your channel on my live stream unless you're in my program. I'll give you that. People who are in my programs, I let them come on here and talk about their journeys and stuff like that. But if you're not in one of my programs, please don't. How to be taken seriously by clients in meetings when you have no experience aside from case studies. I mean, that's the thing. You need to start trying to get some experience. So that's why I recommend doing things like going on Upwork and getting some experience first, or working with a friend or a family member or somebody who owns a business that'll let you manage it for free for a little bit so you can actually get some case studies. That's the only time I recommend working for free at all. But even still, you can go to Upwork, and if you've really done your research and studying and you understand what you need to do to get results with digital marketing, then even try to go out there and get a client off of Upwork or something like that. Let me see here. Give me one sec, guys. I know, right? Okay. Do your outsourced team members have an email from your agency then? How do they communicate with clients? So that's the thing, Heather. They don't. Pink Pirate, thank you very much for the super chat. But Heather said, do your outsourced team members have an email from your agency then? And if they do, or if they don't, how do they communicate with clients? And so here's what you have to keep in mind, Heather. When you start to scale your agency, right, and you start to scale your team and build on new team members, you can do something that I call a account manager or an account executive. And what this person is responsible for is the relationship between the client and the agency. All right, so what they're literally a middleman for communication. And what they do is they talk to the client and say, client, what do you want? They say, all right, cool, this is what the client wants. And they also work with someone on the team who's like the creative director or the marketing strategist or something like that. They take what the business wants, their goals and their aspirations, what they want with their marketing campaign. Then they go back and they talk with the marketing strategist and creative director and marketing team and say, this is what this person wants and needs. This is how we need to adjust or build their marketing campaign. What do you guys think? Everybody puts in their 2 cents, right? And then that or that account executive goes back out and starts the conversation again and then sells the package. Then when the business needs stuff done, they communicate again with the account executive, which then takes and relays all of that information to the marketing team, right? So that's why it's important to understand, building the business, doing the marketing campaigns, and landing clients is just one part of it. Really, one of the biggest and most important parts that people don't even think about is the operational side, and building workflows for your teams and making sure that you're spending time improving those processes so that way you're able to make more money in less time, right? You shouldn't be, you're trying to minimize the amount of time in labor to maximize the amount of output in revenue earned, right? So that's I hope that answered your question. Do you outsource lead gen? I'm not sure what you mean, IQ. The music is really getting me in the mood. Noah. So if I told you I was going to put a channel that put together a live stream channel that did this on YouTube that you could open up on your computer and have in the background while you were working, would you listen? Heather, same question to you. Would you listen to this channel on a regular basis? Because I'm in the process. This is going to be one of the channels that I create for 2019. It's going to be an entrepreneurship music related channel that just plays super chill like tunes in the background that you can open up on your computer or on your laptop or whatever and just have in the background and play while you work. Because this is the type of stuff, like when I'm working, this is what I play in the background. And the reason why is because it doesn't have words, it has like a random word every now and again, but it doesn't have words, so it can't distract you. And it is some of the most relaxing, like I'm gonna study or work or do whatever that's going to motivate me. That's really the point of this music. You shouldn't do stuff in silence, I believe, and I also don't think that you should listen to like music that you know the words to, because that's going to distract you. There's a lot of things you shouldn't do, but there are certain ways to study and to do things in the background. Like this thing right here provides a good smell. A good smell has, in the back of your mind, it says, okay, it's clean, right? A good smell, it makes you happy because it helps you think that things are clean. If you think that things are cluttered and a mess or just aren't taken care of, doesn't that get you a little bit kind of tightened up and stressed up? Well, that's actually the purpose of like all of this stuff, the music, the diffuser, the good smell, all of that. That's the point of it. It's to help me stay. Everybody always asks me, how do you keep working? How do you stay motivated? It's this kind of stuff. This kind of stuff. Having my water so that way I'm comfortable. Having this so I'm comfortable. Having my music so I'm comfortable. It's all about maximizing your comfort so that way you're comfortable enough to work and you stay in the mood. Heather says she would listen constantly. I pretty much always do listen to this constantly. Yes, we definitely are. We're in the process of growing a sales team and getting that ready to go and launch the sales team. I've been doing all of the sales myself because we've been relying a lot on referrals and networking. So we haven't really needed a sales team, but obviously we want to scale, and at some point you have to have a sales team. You can't just rely on referrals. IQ, thank you for the $2. I really appreciate it. Dude, that's like 2 super chats in one. Woo! 2 super chats in one live. I get a little happy sometimes, but that's never happened before. That's why. Sorry. You guys are probably like, what's this greedy asshole doing? No, it's just because that's never happened before. I rarely get super chats as it is, which it's not a big deal to me. It's $1 or $2, though it is much appreciated. It's not that I do not appreciate the donations, because they are donations. It's just the fact that like people get so hung up on these, like if you ask for a super chat, people get like upset about them, and if you get them, people, I don't know, they're weird about them. I'm definitely not rich. Trust me, I'm not rich. I'm getting to the point where I'm setting myself up to be, but I'm not rich yet. Rich is, and that's the thing, your perspective on income and revenue and money in general and finances changes. I think you're being sarcastic, which I'm pretty sure you are. It's hard to tell with text. That's what I hate about text. But that's the thing about rich. Once you start making some money, you realize how much things cost as well. You're not just making money, you're also paying for a lot of things. But tips working, girl. I work for them tips. No, I'm kidding. I'm not. I'm just joking, guys. We're not gonna strip. But anyways, guys. All right. So who is going to hit the thumbs up and write yes in the chat below because you're ready for the mentorship giveaway? Because those are the two requirements. You have to write yes in the comments, so type yes and hit enter, and you also have to make sure you hit the thumbs up right below this video if you want to win the mentorship program tonight, because if you do not, then we will verify it later and I will take your mentorship away. But you have to do those two things. If you're ready, go ahead and do those two things right now and we can get it started. I found a question earlier that I want to ask. Yeah. And this is an easy one because I've said this so many times. And I obviously clearly answered it earlier. So you all have the opportunity to win it. All right, we got a bunch of yeses coming in. I see a bunch of thumbs ups. Number one advice for a beginner for SMMA owners: Benson is your education. Too many people try to rush through it and get to landing clients, and they're not ready for clients. They're just simply not ready for clients. So don't be one of those lazy people who goes out there and goes through a course one time and flashes through that course. Like, it takes a week to get through the whole course, and then goes out there and just starts landing clients, because you're going to struggle a whole lot more than if you would have taken a month, 2 months, 3 months even to really learn digital marketing and then go out there and start selling and then start managing those campaigns. Because if you just, I'm telling you right now, I'm trying to help you guys avoid struggle. I want y'all to start making money. The more people I help, like, that's what y'all get. The more people I help start making money, the better my brand and my education system looks, right? So I want you to make money. If you want to make money, listen to what I'm telling you right now and stop rushing through the education and actually invest in the education. Do what you have to do. Stop buying candy bars or whatever it is that you're going out and buy. It's probably not candy bars, but you guys get what I'm saying. Like, just stop wasting your money on things that don't matter. Stop spending your time on things that don't matter. And if you really want to change your life, then make the change. That's the biggest issue most people have, not making the changes in their life that are necessary. So, bunches of people are ready. The question for today. Only 5 thumbs ups. Hold on here. I thought, okay. Then maybe mine's not updating. Let me try this again. Y'all better be putting some thumbs ups in there, because that's okay. Y'all don't want to put a thumbs up? You're not going to win. Nah, there's definitely more than that. Okay. You have to refresh your stream, but don't do it right now because we're about to do the thing. All right, so question for today is, and it's a yes or no question, so it's not that hard, and you have a 50-50 shot. Y'all are getting ready. Some of y'all are typing in like yes right now, just getting ready to hit enter, or no. Don't take your chances, because then you're just wasting time. You got to backspace and then you got to type it in. So question for today is, should you ever work on commission, yes or no? Straightforward. And you guys can see the freaking chat, so do not tell me that Alex Garcia is the winner. Boom. Do not tell me that mine was first, blah 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 blah, because yours wasn't. Alex Garcia's was first. And that's fine. If you already have the mentorship and you just want to play, totally fine. There's no problem with that. Feel free to play. You won't win, but feel free to play and answer the question. We'll just, if you answer it first, we'll give it to the next person. But Alex Garcia, congratulations. You're the winner for the mentorship program today. So we'll see you in there on Wednesday. Guys, if you are in the mentorship program, remember, it's only $10 a month, even if you don't win. So $10 a month. And the other thing is, it's every Wednesday at 3 p.m. I know Eastern Standard Time. I know that's kind of a weird time. If you're over in California, that's like 12. If you're anywhere else in the world, who knows what time that is? I mean, that could be like 3 in the morning for you. I'm sorry, but that's when we have them. But that's why we always put the replays in there, and we make them downloadable so you can get them forever and ever. But congratulations, Alex. I'm really, really glad that you won, man. Can't wait to see you in there next week. Why does that happen, Danette? So maybe we need to, I'll try and figure out a way to switch it up. The reason why is because your stream, it's a live stream, right? So this comes out from a server, right? So depending on where you're located, that information is going to reach you slower than it would someone else. Also, your internet speed's a thing to do with that. What router and modem you're using in your home has something to do with that. So that's the thing. So what I'm going to do, what I want to do is, I don't know, we need to figure out a way. So if you guys have any ideas on how we can potentially make this more fair for everybody, because I would like to make it fair for everybody, send me those ideas, and if we can implement them, we'll implement them. If we can't, then obviously we can't. But if you guys think of a way to... If you guys... Okay, well, we're just going to hide you, Mr. Crypto World. If you guys have a better idea, please just send me some information on what you think I could potentially do to make that fair. Don't send it to me right now as we get finished, but send it to me as a message on my business Facebook page or something like that. So that way because I would obviously, again, like to make this fair for everybody, right? So if you guys have ideas, send them over to me. But we are going to get... randomized is kind of hard because... like, I don't know who, it doesn't tell me every name on the chat. That's why I have to have you guys leave a comment and leave a thumbs up, because that's when it tells me who's on the chat, right? Guess a magic number between 1 and 100. I guess I could do that. I don't know. That just doesn't... I like the fact that we get to ask a marketing related question, because it makes you guys focus on the content that we're talking about, right? That's why I really like what I'm doing right now, is because you actually have to listen to what I'm talking about in this live stream that we're doing, because if you don't listen, you might miss the question. And we don't always do, typically we don't even do yes or no questions. So that's the thing. If you guys have, but if you have ideas, send them to me. I would like to know. But we're gonna get out of here for now, guys. I hope that you guys all have had a great 2019 so far. I know I have, so some stuff coming up for you guys. We're in the process of hiring on a videographer, and we'll eventually work him into being our full-time videographer and one of our editors. He is amazing at what he does. He's only 19. I can't wait to incorporate him. I'm going to the Florida Keys again to go lobster fishing and stuff like that in March. So we'll have some really cool footage there. I need to get some speaking events set up for this year. So if you want me to come to your city, definitely send me a message or something like that. You know, but there's just a lot going on. I wish I had the time to sit here and explain to you guys all the things that we're doing, but we do have a lot that I'm going to be bringing you here soon. Some stuff on building an Amazon business is going to be coming. Some stuff on Forex investments is going to be coming here very shortly. We've been doing all kinds of different stuff, and it doesn't matter at this point if it's about digital marketing or not. If I have a really cool money-making opportunity that isn't a scam or isn't something that's going to potentially, you know, cause you to lose a bunch of money, because all of these things that I'm doing right now, I've invested thousands, and like at this point I've invested $40,000 in the Amazon business and the Forex stuff that I've mentioned to you. So $40,000 of my own money has been invested. All right, so I'm testing these things out beforehand, so that way I don't come to you guys, and that's why I haven't, like, we've been doing this for almost 6 months now, but I haven't talked to you guys about it any, because I'm not going to give you something that you can't trust. And it's not exactly Amazon, but it also kind of is. So I'm going to show you guys what it's all about. Just trust me, we have some really cool stuff that we're going to be showing you here by the end of March. We'll have some really cool stuff for you guys. So I'm excited to bring it to you. You guys just stick around and hang out and keep coming in here every Thursday evening and just chatting with me. But I'm going to get out of here for now, guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. So until next week, Serial Entrepreneur out. Bye, guys.